I've practiced and practiced and practiced. I think I'll just read it. Hi, my name is Fiona, she, her pronouns, and I'm Gen X. Conceived in New Zealand, born in Broken Hill, I grew up in sunny Perth and spent my early adult years working in Geraldton and then moved to Melbourne about 13 years ago. I am the oldest of 4 girls. I bought my first business when I was 23 and have worked in the medical industry for 32 years. I've been married for 29 of those years, no kids, but always a dog by my side, and my current obsession is Suki Lala the Pomeranian. My favourite movies are Pride and Prejudice, Fight Club, Jaws, Raiders of the Lost Ark and Star Wars. I adore books and I read every night, and at the moment my favourite books are the Rivers of London series, and I still love Harry Potter, and a lot of that is from the memories of reading it to my nephews and nieces when they were very young. The book that has moved me the most in my entire life is I Heard an Owl Call My Name, written by Margaret Craven, and it was written before I was even born. I love spending time with friends and having a chat about life. That's probably my favourite pastime, and hence my excitement to be part of this podcast.
Hello, my name is Darsh. I'm 38 years old and live with my husband Scott and miniature dachshund P-Dunkle in inner city Melbourne. I was born in Sri Lanka but never lived there, and before moving to Australia at the age of 3, my family lived in Nigeria. I work in research at a university and I love my job because I get to explore and discover and experiment. I'm always learning. My current favourite book, it changes all the time, is The Dictionary of Lost Words by Pip Williams, and my favourite movie at the moment is The Help. I love having meals with friends and family and exploring new restaurants in Melbourne, or being fed amazing food by my mum and sister. I'm someone who makes sense of life through talking, and hence why I love the idea of this podcast.
Sounds like a dating profile.
That's what it is. It's speed dating. Are you ready, Amelia, for yours? Just read out your Tinder profile.
I'm not a Tinder kind of bitch. I'm much more fancy than that.
What's the fancy one? Is it Bumble or is it?
No, I feel like the most fancy is Raya because it's like celebrities and influencers.
You could definitely be on Raya. There's no doubt about it.
I am on it.
Yeah,
but it's
I
like,
can so see that.
Well, I was, but it was like just too many professional sports people, and I'm not really into like cricketers and footballers and stuff.
I'm into footballers. Maybe I need to get onto Raya.
You could.
Would recommend. I can do a reference for you.
Do it.
Hi, my name's Amelia, and I am on the cusp between Millennial and Gen Z, which is kind of a confusing position to be in. I'm 27 and my pronouns are she, her, and I'm a cosmetic dentist. I live in the eastern suburbs, which is something that I never thought I would say because I was actually originally born in a tiny town called Parkes, and my family have lived in Bogan Gate on my farm for the last 110 years, making me the 5th generation. So not sure if I'm going to go down the road of farming. Bit about myself. I feel like I've had a varied experience in my life so far, even though it's not been the lengthiest. I was a professional DJ for about 4 years whilst I was in university, and I got to tour around Australia a bit, which was fun. In my spare time, I don't really watch a lot of TV and that kind of thing, but I am working with my mum on a honey farm venture. And I also have a number of dog fan pages that has a reach of probably about 3 million views a month. So I'm working on a pet line of products as well. I feel like for this podcast, I really look forward to being a part of it. I don't know how much I can bring other than zest and youth and excitement. But the thing I really look forward to and I really value in these conversations is I'm at that point in my life where I have a lot of things to figure out. And I think we always have things to figure out. But I'm excited to discuss other avenues aside from what society tells you is the right road, because there is no such thing as the right road. And I'm excited to explore that.
Hi, I'm Sarah, 44, and I belong on the cusp of Gen X and Millennial, sometimes called Microgen, sometimes called Zennial. I'm also 2nd generation Aussie, straddling 2 cultures, which is always an interesting spot to occupy. I work in science, health, international development, all of the above, and I dwell in Melbourne's inner city and have for the last few years. Before that, I moved every 3 years since I was born. A favourite book of mine is called Mindsight. Highly recommend it. Other than that, you'll find me here and there and thereabouts. What I want to bring to the podcast is a lot of questions.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for doing that. Now, which topic do you want to talk about today? What is speaking to people?